Good deal, folks. Today's question is going to focus on this little orb of light here. The question, well, and actually really more about Mary, but the question was asked, so how was Jesus born? We don't have hospitals, right? So what was the protocol? So as we've talked about a few weeks ago, one of the pieces we recognize as the inn, as it were, would have been a family home, right? Jews would have only stayed with their family. This was family. If they're coming back for a census to be with the family, they would not have stayed in a hotel because they didn't exist like that. And they're Jewish, so they would have stayed with family anyway to keep kosher, etc. So likely there was someone in that family, extended family, that's all gathered together for this thing that was a midwife, because that was a popular thing for people to do, whether they were official, trained midwives, whatnot. But they would have been there to help with the whole procedure. In ancient Rome, which I've studied quite a bit, there were lots of midwives and did lots of things. Some of them super healthy and some of them very weird and strange because, well, science wasn't really well known back then to know what worked. But it's likely that Mary would have had a cousin, a sister of Joseph, a sister-in-law of Joseph, someone in the family who could have helped, because likely Joseph had older siblings, maybe younger siblings that also had kids and kind of things like this that would have been through the birthing process. And that's how they would have helped each other. In the Jewish traditions, midwives were very popular. When you think about Moses and the midwives, one of them his mother, right, who saves Moses. And you also think about Rachel, talks about the midwives that helped her. So it's a common thing that they would have had someone, and Mary would have been among family. And so the family would have made sure she was well taken care of. Now, emergency situations, well, that was tough. Infant mortality and mother mortality back then was pretty high. And it was a risk every single time a child was brought into the world that mom or baby might die. And so childbirth was much more of a miracle in that sense then, because they were safe. So there's lots about midwives in the ancient world and all the very interesting things they did, but we won't dive deep into those weeds. So have a fantastic day. We'll see y'all soon.